Are we live? Okay, we're live, guys. Welcome back. So Jamaica is staying for the second room, for the second game, and now we're gonna be playing on the Brazilian. Surprisingly, the Americans collapsed on the third period of the first game and lost their home game. So now they are on difficult situation as they have to play the Brazilians on the Brazil room, and that's gonna be hard for the Brazilians. And yes, has some important decisions to make. His team has a little high ping. His European players have 260. It's playable, and the Americans have good ping though, like same as Brazilians had in the American room. And they have Reus. Of course, Hernan didn't show up. JS is gonna start Google with 260 ping, and even though he has Hollow on the bench, he should start Hollow. I've seen Hollow play on the FSB. He's playing on the Division One of the league, and he's been playing good. So would start Hollow if I was JS. They're testing right now their pings, and this is going to be a drama fest. I can anticipate it. Didn't know the. I was expecting the super acquaintances. Like I think most of us expected the Americans to win on their home game, and maybe the Brazilians surprisingly. The Brazilians are turning to KKK, and this is just a test right now. What you're seeing is just a test. Just teams playing some test. And now we're gonna ready. We're gonna get ready to start. The content is underway, and now the second game has started. Now we're playing on Brazil, and the Brazilians have made us a couple of substitutions. Montolivo and Hashtag have been substituted in instead of Chavo del Ocho. Chavo del Ocho was benched, and Diego Tardelli as well. So now the Super Acquaintances take the lead again of this game. And risky to put risky substitutions for Happiness because he's winning a surprising win in the American room, and he changes the team. I mean, in my opinion, it's not good to change when you're winning, but he's the captain and it's been working for him, so he's obviously correct here. So far, he surprised everybody, winning against Chicken Dean on the semifinal, and now he's making a big surprise, winning against the American team on the American room, the first game. So unless JS just wins this game, the Brazilians are gonna win the cup. Japones with a great shot. It passes by Shiranui, who cannot save it, and now Hernan Brocador joins the room. So the American team has now a chance with Hernan, maybe. Montoli with a great play and now scores the Brazilians taking the lead, and maybe team bomb between TNT and Shiranui is gonna score that. Now the game is tied. My microphone is sounding dull. I'm sorry. Some mistakes between. Oh, Google just shoots the ball on rails and makes some mistakes there. A lot of flying and team bombs from Hashtag. He's not looking good so far. He's one of my favorite players from this cup, and he's not looking good so far. Let's make no mistake now. Montolivo is also a great player in the FSB. Is actually very strong, and these players play together in the FSB. TNT, Japones, and Hashtag. They're on the leading 3-on-3 team, and now Monk out X's TNT on the net and scores 3-2 for Super Acquaintances. If you just join us, this is the second the second game, as the first game was won by the Brazilians on the American host. And now the Brazilians are losing on their home room, and Japones is gonna quickly react to that, and he's gonna bench Montolivo. He's gonna bench everybody. He's changing the entire team now. He's putting Montolivo back in. Diego Tardelli is gonna get in, and he benches Hashtag. Not looking good. So Japan is quickly reacting to his team's mistakes. That's a good reaction. He's also winning the series so far, so why not? Why risk it? Now Reus scores a great goal, and it's 5-2 for the Super Acquaintances on the Brazilian room. So both teams kind of underperforming on their own rooms. Montolivo making some mistakes on defense, team bumping and boosting his opponent into the net. So I think Happiness will quickly substitute him after in the second period. Also on counter attack. This first period has been full of goals, 7 goals so far in this first period. Diego Tardelli on the net makes a save. TNT passes to Montolivo. Reus is standing still on the net. So this is weird. And now Diego Tardelli passes to TNT, but TNT misses. So clearly, this American team, after all that drama, they're performing well, and they're performing better on the Brazilian room. So maybe it's a good thing for them. Now Google scores another one, and it's +4 right now for Super Acquaintances. Still too early to call it, but it's Brazilians need to come back right now. Opponent takes a shot. It's really strong shot and passes by 3 players who cannot control the ball on the net. And now Monk takes a strong shot. Google team bumps him. I don't want to leave. Who's gonna take a shot, but misses. He's wide. Some mistakes by Google on the team bumps. Diego Tardelli steals the ball from. Couldn't see from who. From Shiranui. Google against Japones on the net. Reus is gonna block it and counter attack. Now Monk with a great play. Passes to Reus and scores a stun shot. 7-3 so far in the first period of the second game for Super Acquaintance, who are dominating the second game, even though they lost the first one. Now, as I say that, Google own goals, and it's only +3 now for the Super Acquaintance. So, they need to take this lead really serious. It's an important lead on the first period. It's their chance to win because the results are really strong on their home game, and now Monk with a big mistake and saves the ball for the Brazilians basically. TNT attempts a trick shot and blocks. Shinui on the counter attack is blocked by TNT. Now TNT alone against Monk on the Monk is gonna score a strong goal. Clearly, Monk knows how to play with this ping, so it's not really. I don't understand all this wine. before the game. We might have a delay on the third place game if this is going to a third game. Didn't anticipate that, and now Montolivo with another mistake and T-bombs Diego Tardelli on the net, and the Brazilians are losing this game. It's +5 for Super Acquaintances. Good lineup for another mistake by Montolivo and another goal for Google, and it's +6 on the first period of the second game. And Japones is gonna have to make some substitution because this clearly isn't working with Montolivo. It's +6 right now, and Japones is gonna make an important decision now. He's gonna bench Montolivo. He's going to the same lineup he used in the last game, and that's a good decision. And Google is whining about the ping, even though he's just playing +6. So it's not understandable this why. Really, he lost on the room where he had the lower ping, and now he's playing better on higher ping. So I don't understand people whining. Brazil's always playing with lag. So what's this stuff? Brazil's play with. Seems like everybody. And the second period of the second game has started with Chavo Ocho in for Montolivo. The rest of the lineup stays the same for both teams. And Super Quintus are leading by 6, and if this goes to a third game, it's gonna be a third game in the same Brazilian room because there was a coin toss and the Brazilians won the coin toss. Chavo with some great defensive moves right now, and Japón is counter-attacking now. Diego Tardelli with the ball against Reus. Monk clearing the way for him. Chao with some strong shot in between Google and Monk. Monk saves it in the end. Still +6. The Brazilians are on comeback mode. It's a big mistake from Japones to have changed the lineup after he was dominating on the American room. Should have kept the same and then make substitutions for the second period. But he knows what he's doing, and now Shinoi on goals, and now it's only +5. Super Aquantus need to take this lead with with a grain of salt. Now make mistake there by Chavo, and it's +6 again. Diego Tardelli counter-attacking. No many clears. Diego Tardelli asking for a pass. But the game cannot be passed unless the other captain agrees. And so it's a counter-attack, but it's blocked by Rose. Opponents not looking too sharp in this game so far. He can step up. They have the ping advantage now, and they are underperforming, same as the Americans in their own room after all that wine. So who understands this game right now? With a strong shot, TNT saves it by pushing Shiranui into the ball. Shiranui now making some mistake on offense. TNT passes to Diego Tardelli. Diego Tardelli uses Google as boost. Great bounce by TNT, and Cho's gonna score that, and it's only +5 now for Super Acquaintances. This is the second period of the second game. We saw the Brazilians come back last game, so it's still too early to call this game. 5 is an important lead, so Super Acquaintances are in a good situation in the Brazilian home room. Chavo comes flying and steals the ball from Reus, but Reus somehow recovers it. Google takes a shot and Rose controls it on the net and scores. Monk scores after some mistake on defense from Brazil, and it's +6 again. This game is escaping from happiness, and his team is losing on their home game, on their home field. Happiness flying but missing DX now. Great shot there by Reus. This block now. Chavo with some flying, a lot of flying. All the super acquaintances are on offense, and Google's gonna score that. Nobody from the Brazilians are on site. +7 now in the second period. Something's gonna change right now. Japanese clearing the way for Chavo. Chavo misses. Japanese also doesn't clear for him. So if you just join us, this is the second game, and the first game was won by the Brazilians. So if the Americans win this game, which is what's happening right now, we're gonna see a third game, and it's gonna be also in the Brazilian room, which seems to be better for the American room, strangely. Um, so strangely, yeah, the Brazilians are underperforming on the Brazilian room. Now scores, TNT scores, and it's +6 still for the super acquaintances. Still too early to call it because 6 goals is nothing. They can do it in a minute. But if it gets worse, yeah, now super acquaintances need to be careful not to give away goals, and that's what they're doing now. It's +5 only for super acquaintances now. If they start collapsing against last game, it's I can call it Chavo ball hogging now. Chernoy passes to Google. Great pass. Chavo intercepts it, and Alpones with some good bumps. There, Diego Tardelli with some team bumps now on defense. The entire Super Acquaintances team on offense, and that's dangerous. Now counter-attack for Japones, but he misses the X, and Diego Tardelli now recovers the ball on the defense. Difficult situation for the Brazilians now. Monk waiting and gonna score now. He doesn't score, and it's only +5. So right now the game is +5, and Happiness is gonna keep the same lineup. GS probably gonna risk it. I'm gonna keep the same lineup as well. I can tell. So if this is it, JS, Hollow, and Biscuits didn't see any minute in the finals, and we need to make a 1 minute break because Mo is being himself. Mon couldn't hold himself, and he peed. He peed his pants. The Brazilians need to recover a 5 goal deficit on the third period. They have 5 minutes. But Monk is ready. He just changes his pants and he's ready. The game is going. This third period of the second game is underway, and Super Acquaintances need to win this. And that's a quickly goal for Brazilians, and the score is only +4 for Super Acquaintances, where almost scored, but Tardelli saves it on the line. Counter attack for Brazil, and it's well blocked by Reus. Long with a good shot, but it's blocked by Happiness and company. Almost on goal by Tardelli. TNT makes a mistake, and Shirley just comes slowly and scores. It's +5 against for Super Acquaintances, and the Brazilians really need to score every opportunity they can. Google makes a mistake on defense, and and TNT scores a great goal in his face. It's only +4 now. Oh, great shot happens when it's blocked. It's crowded on defense from Super Acquaintances. A lot of strong X battles in the midfield. Both teams with a strong Xers. Google with the ball now. TNT's gonna have it. All the Brazilians on. Oh, TNT makes a mistake on the pass. Is gonna score that. Steals the ball slowly and scores his +5 against for. Some defensive mistake by Shirno is really carrying his team right now. Just makes an important save on the net, and again, Shirno saves it. Double defensive one by Shirno. Strong X and well defended by TNT, but all the Super Acquaintances are on offense. Shino is just waiting for the bounce. He's gonna take the shot and he's white. Chavo just comes flying and hits TNT on the post. Dangerous situation now for the Brazilians, but they take the counter attack, and Japones now has a good opportunity to pass to Chavo. Chavo gets the ball stolen from Shino. He's clearly carrying his team now. The ball just makes some weird shit, and Shirnoi steals the ball again from the Brazilians. Great performance in this game from Shirnoi. He's all over and controlling the ball. Japones is not looking too good in this last period, but the Brazilians still have a chance. 3 minutes to score 5 goals. Do you think they can do it, or we're just going to see a third game? And oddly enough, the Brazilians won on the American room, and the Americans are winning on the Brazilian room. So this is really unexpected for everybody. I don't think anybody predicted this would happen. Still 3 minutes. Still 3 minutes to go. It's a lot of time. But nobody's scoring. So now Hapones is gonna just steal the ball from Shirno, who's just standing still. A lot of flying, and now Reus with a counter attack. He's gonna score that for sure. Diego Tardelli is not coming back through the net, and he's +7 now. +6. I'm sorry. I said +6. I'm sorry, for Super Acquaintances. And with 2 minutes left now, it's looking like the Brazilians are gonna lose this second game, and we're gonna see a third game. Reus is scoring another one. It's +7 now. Oh, Jess is saying 8 and Trooper saying 7. So okay, 7. With 1 minute and a half to go, TNT takes a scores, and it's +6 only now. Tardelli with a great save in the net, and the Brazilians can still do it, but Japanese just miss an opportunity there, and TNT's gonna score it. Now it's +5, and this is. I hope the Super Acquaintances don't collapse, because we could see a third game, but they're collapsing, and Chavo's gonna score another one. It's +4. Monkey's asking for another pass. He's pissing himself again, and what is this about? Monkey's asking for another pass, and he will send Beer back. Yes, Jamaica, this is the last period. But if the Americans win, this is gonna be there's gonna be a third game. So, anyways, the game is on past, and Japón steals the ball. Has an opportunity. Shirno is gonna block it, and Shirno is being the MVP of this period. Only 4 goals and 1 minute to go. The Brazilians are gonna lose this game on the Brazilian room, and we're gonna see a third game. Just need to find a streamer. It's +5 now, and the Brazilians are gonna lose these games. There's simply no time left for them to come back anymore, and also a mistake from Japones to have started their weakest lineup on the first period of the second game. So the first game, if you just join us, the first game was won by the Brazilians on the American room. The second game was won by the Americans on the Brazilian room. Now we're gonna see a third game, and just wait a moment and see if Jamaica's gonna be able to stream it. We're just and Jamaica is gonna stream the last game. And whoever wins this game now is 3 more periods. It's an entire new game. Guys, the Americans lost on the American room. The Brazilians lost on the Brazilian room. And now the third game is going to be played on the Brazilian room as the coin toss decided the destiny of this game now. The Super Quintesses are taking the lead and score the first goal of the first period of the third game. If that's confusing to you, just ask in the chat because I'm trying my best to explain it. And this is gonna delay a little bit the third place match, I think. Oh, and just a great goal for Rose in between three people. There's just nobody clicked X, and it's +2 now for the American team. I think Chavo is underperforming a little bit on the Brazil room. Diego Tardelli as well, so I'm not sure who to blame, but something's not working on this team. Strangely, because they are usually very strong in the Brazilian room, and they're getting dominated by the Americans who whined for about 2 hours about this room, and they're winning. They lost on the American room, and they're winning now 3-0 on the Brazilian room. So it's really strange. What are they gonna say after the game when they lost on the room they were super confident about, and clearly a lot of team bombs going on from Happiness team and flying all over. Now some counter attack. Happiness takes a shot, but again doesn't wait for the bombs and is well defended by the Super Acquaintance who have a strong defense. And now TNT with another mistake and it's 4-0 in the first period against this Brazilian team is collapsing in the first period and Diego Tardelli is writing on the chat in the middle of the game now. Weak X by Diego Tardelli now. Chavo has an opportunity to probably gonna score it. Now he's wide. He hits it wide and now all the Super Acquaintances on defense. Chavo with another opportunity against Chernoe. Chernoe is just out, forces him. Monk makes some mistake on the bombs there, and Diego Tardelli steals the ball from him. Now it's +3 only for Super Acquaintances. This is the first period of the third game. And you would say the Brazilians have the advantage, but so far they have underperformed on this run, so I don't know what to say. Uh, they're not playing good anymore. They were playing great on the American room on the last period, especially. And so far in this game, they haven't performed well now. Chavo is taking his time to shoot. Diego Tardelli is gonna shoot and misses. He could have aimed it a little better. Now all the Super Quintus on offense. Google flies by, some team bombs by Reus. Chavo against 3 on defense. And it's gonna be a goal from Google as +4. And again, Super Acquaintances on offense. All of them are on offense, and Chavo's stealing the ball from Monk. Good steal there, and the Brazilians need to score another one or two more to make this game possible for them because it's really escaping from them. Now TNT scores a great goal in between Xianhui and Google. A lot of spam going on in the chat. Reus spamming, everybody spamming. So no idea. Now Chavo's an opportunity. He's gonna abuse Reus and tries a trick shot. It almost happens. Chavo controlling the ball on the midfield, passes to Hamperness. I don't know why he didn't pass to the open field and now Monk on controlling the ball. It's a dangerous situation for the Super Acquaintances. Oh, Monk is gonna make a mistake on offense, and Sheeran was gonna score, but Monk blocked him. Diego Tardelli controlling the ball, passes to Hapones, but Google with some great bombs and intercepts it. Sheeran is calmly waiting. Google now doesn't manage to bomb Diego Tardelli strong enough. Diego Tardelli takes a shot, but hits Shirnoi and is gonna score after all. Diego Tardelli is +2 only for Super Acquaintances. Just calling luck now, and Diego Tardelli flies by, and it's probably gonna be a great goal by Reus. Was a little luck there. If just calling luck, that was luck. Google missed and hit Reus. And the Brazilians are trying their signature kickoff. Chavo didn't hit the ball in the end. It was great bumps, but 6-3 now, +3 for Super Quintet. 2 more periods to go. Monkey's asking for 1 second again. We are waiting for somebody. Oh, the countdown is underway and the computer has started. Super Quintus are winning by 3. So whoever's gonna win this game is gonna win the cup, and then we will have the third place game afterwards. Happiness is not ready, obviously. Chavo Lodge was AFK, I think, but it's too late now. It's +4 now for some game lag in the room. I'm not sure what's going on. The game is gonna pause now. Obviously, no class from the super acquaintances who just forgot the other game where they paused by accident, and it would have been -1 goal, but the Brazilians didn't take it. Anyways, nothing happened there, and the game's still continuing now. Opponent is slacked again and on the corner, and I don't know, he's still on the ball from him. Diego Tardelli making a lot of mistakes. Defense now flying all over. Everybody's flying. TNT with a great counter attack. He's gonna shoot, and Shirno saves it. Great performance by Shirno. Now Chavo doesn't control that ball and flies by. Reus steals the ball from him, and good bumps there by Diego Tardelli and TNT. Good bump there by Chavo, and now it's only +3. Chavo doesn't control the ball and gives the ball to Reus. TNT holding on the back as defense. TNT with a great opponents with a great save, and Diego Tardelli alone against 3. Shernui team bumps Google on the corner. TNT and Diego Tardelli don't know how to play the ball. They have a lot of space there. Chavo with an opportunity now against Reus. It's gonna clear the way. Diego Tardelli gets pushed by Japones into the net and only +2 now. Chavalach is holding the ball, slowly walking it, passes to TNT, but the pass is terrible and TNT cannot control it. Japones gets a shot, Monk blocks it with a great vision of the game there. Chavo with a risky pass on the open field, and it's gonna be a goal from Google. No, Chavo saves it now on the line. Counter attack for Brazilians. A lot of all of the super Quintas are crowding now on the ball. Good counter attack for Diego Tardelli. Great trick shot there, and he's waiting for the bomb, and it's a great bomb for Chavo. Just gets out of the way for. It's only +1 for super acquaintances right now. Super acquaintances are pausing the game as request from Google. We're waiting on Google right now. shoots. On the game is on pause. It's only +1 for super acquaintances. I think it was a strategic pass from the super acquaintances who don't want to collapse. Opponent steals the ball. Monk doesn't control it well, and TNT comes with great force and good bounce by Shira. Now Monk with the ball in front of Diego Tardelli. Diego Tardelli is gonna out X him. Opponent steals the ball from Reus, and the next battle between Reus and Opponent. João cannot control the ball. 4 on offense from the Super Acquaintances. Diego Tardelli cannot do anything again, and it's +2 now. Super Acquaintances. Diego Tardelli scores another one. Only +1 now. This is the second period of the second game. Monk with a great play puts the ball in front of the net for Google, and Shira Google misses, but Shira taps it in as +2.